is I want to know from the previews, they've kind of shown it. I know we're talking about previews and small movies and stuff like that with the rat, like I just said. But the one other thing I want to mention, I wonder how they're going to address the Logan movie, because they're going to have to in this movie. They're going to have to, because they've already shown from it's either the field where Logan dies in the Logan movie, right? Or it's the one where the Avengers are in Sokovia fighting in that forest in the winter, and they're going to look for Scarlet Witch and the Flash or whatever character that kid was. But I wonder how they're going to address that in the movie, because they're going to have to. They're going to have to do something, I believe. And from the two set scenes, I could be wrong, but the one Deadpool's fight in the TVA, literally, it looks exactly like the spot where Logan dies. But there's speculation that it's from where the Avengers fought in Sokovia, and in the forest and the snow and that like that. So that's another one I wanted to mention. I totally forgot, and I just remembered that. I wonder, did they address it? Because for Hugh Jackman's part, I think he would want to kind of go back to that and visit that, being that he said, I'll never do another Wolverine movie ever again after Logan, so I'm curious.
Well, maybe they go there and they miss their opportunity because the TVA shows up to, like, I don't know, save him or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I guess he's dead, and then they move on, like, well, you're the only Wolverine I have now, so let's make this work, or something like that. Or like, that's leading up to finding the Wolverine that he does get, because it's like, oh, we've got the perfect one for you. He's over here at this Earth. Go
this
to
timeline. Yeah.
And he goes and he doesn't save him in time, and maybe he has a kind of platoon-esque, like, movie death scene holding Logan.
Yeah.
And then he goes back and just drops the body and is like, all right, well, I need another one.
So he could make it like that, and that's what I think. Like, in his head, he's gonna lose Wolverines, but he's like, yep, next on to the next one, and he goes to the next one, and goes to the next one. So cameos. Do you think we see Professor X in this movie? Patrick Stewart, Professor X.
I think after we did the whole Illuminati thing, we don't need to do that. We don't need a Professor X. We don't need a
Magneto.
Oh man. If we did Magneto, they would probably do the younger version. That's the only thing I could see.
Okay. What about Weapon X, the girl from Logan? She's X 36 or 37.
Yeah. I really honestly feel that they should have continued her story to begin with.
Agree totally.
And I mean, like, it's perfect. It's fitting. Logan passing away is kind of like literally passing the torch on to her. I mean,
she had a good run in the comics too.
Yeah, it's like it makes so much sense to do that. I wouldn't want them to retcon her, because she just actually